If you're looking to buy a home in the country, then USDA can be a great option if you qualify. But should you apply for a USDA guaranteed loan or a USDA direct loan? What's the difference? That's what we're talking about today, so let's go. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryn and I'm a real estate agent here in Eugene, Oregon. Today we're talking about USDA loans and the difference between USDA guaranteed and USDA direct. Now, I don't pretend to be a lender, so you'll want to make sure that you reach out to your own lender with specific questions when it comes to your loan needs. But I do have a lending background and I have recent experience helping clients in real estate buy country property. I've closed both USDA guaranteed deals and am currently working on a deal that is USDA direct. There are some significant differences that you should be aware of when applying for this type of loan. So let's start out by discussing what a USDA loan is in general. USDA stands for United States Department of Agriculture. Home loans through the USDA help people with low to moderate income by offering affordable payments on homes in rural areas throughout the United States with no money down. The loan guidelines are pretty similar whether your loan goes directly through the USDA, where the USDA acts as the lender, or is held with the USDA approved private lender and is guaranteed by the USDA. Now, I'm going to keep the differences between direct and guaranteed USDA loans at a high level and not get into the details when it comes to income, property, or credit requirements. In general, USDA works for buyers who have low debt, low to moderate income, and good credit. The specific requirements are relatively easy to find with some research online or by calling your local USDA approved lender. What I am going to share with you is the experience that my clients have had with each type of USDA loan when trying to get their offers accepted and the experience during the escrow process. First, let's start with the approval process in general. The approval is faster with USDA Guaranteed program. You are primarily dependent on the private lender's timelines for underwriting, with USDA reviewing the file at the end of the transaction to make sure that everything fits within the USDA guidelines and to make sure that they will guarantee the funds at the time of closing. It's basically the same process as any other loan with the exception of the additional time added for the USDA file review. That final review can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, depending on how backed up the USDA underwriters are. As far as the USDA Direct goes, they do the full approval for the buyer up front. That process can take weeks to months, depending on how many loans are in line and the government funding for the program. If the funds run out while you're waiting for an approval, then you may need to wait until the program is replenished in order to move forward with your home purchase. Now, the advantage to the buyer with the direct program is that the costs for the direct program tend to be lower than the guaranteed program, and the direct program provides payment assistance in the form of a subsidy that can make the difference between being able to qualify for a home loan or not. USDA Direct may be the only option for lower income buyers. Once you're approved for the USDA Direct loan and find a seller willing to accept the terms, then it takes another 45 to 60 days to get through the escrow process. The other main difference from the process perspective is that the USDA Direct requires a copy of the home inspection so that they can request needed repairs on the home. In the majority of other loan programs, the home inspection isn't something that the lender reviews. The inspection is strictly for the buyer's purposes and provides the information about the house in order to ensure that the buyer feels comfortable moving forward with the purchase. Whether repairs are requested is typically up to the buyer or the appraiser in some cases. Having to send the inspection to the lender may be something that the sellers aren't comfortable with when reviewing your offer. It's important that you understand the differences in the programs when applying for either type of USDA loan or reviewing offers on the sale of your home. If you found this information helpful, you may want to check out my playlist on the home buying process in general. Feel free to contact me with questions. I work hard to stay connected. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel and join me for my next video. Thanks so much for watching.